Anish, you just drew your game against Vincent Keymer, another interesting discussion in the Italian opening. Can you talk us through some of the interesting moments there?
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. He prepared kind of strange line, but it's one of the many options that black can do. And well, I recall some of the things, but not all. I played sort of the most ambitious way, but yeah, at some point I was kind of already. Yeah, it happens a lot. Like I sort of think I play on my own, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked at it as well at some point. I don't know, because you look at so many things over the years, and yeah, in some of the files probably I have this line until very far. But today I felt like I was playing on my own for a long time. And then we looked after the game. Like he probably mixed up the moves because after knight f4 takes an ef. Like I was very confused with ef in general. I thought gf is like potentially very interesting for black. I thought he has very nice compensation. I was kind of concerned about that position. I didn't think I was being worse as such, but there is definitely potential for black, and it's easier to play for black, I felt. And I also thought maybe he's still in book a little bit. But after EF, I was very relieved that I could get a slightly better endgame. But actually, I made a mistake right there, because I should have kept the queens on. And although my pieces are going to get very passive, I have to reply to text in g4 with knight to g1, and I have rook on e1, knight queen on f1, knight on g1, king on h1. So like 4 pieces in a row are passive, and bishop on a6 looks like it's just left alone there, like, you know, also not even there, but like there, where no one is there. So it's like the whole army is sort of, you know, at the home base, and you just sent like one random priest, you know, the bishop just not even towards the king, but towards some castle on the other side of the enemy's, you know, forte, and then you are like, okay, like negotiate your business there, go pray for something. But actually, the point is that I go d4 and bishop d3 back, and the whole point is that actually these pawns are maybe good for him, the far advanced ones, without the queens. But with the queens on, maybe they're weakening the king. But it's so very hard to understand these things. But I mean, I could, like, I do these kind of things in Italian a lot, but maybe I was not confident enough at that point, because I thought he was maybe in prep. And the way I played the endgame, I was hopeful, actually. I was happy with the endgame, but I missed this d5 move, and then I think c5 comes, and yeah, there's just liquidation. And in the end, I just thought, yeah, time to liquidate and make a draw.
That means that going into the second rest day, you're still on +2, undefeated. How do you look back on the first 8 rounds? How satisfied are you?
Oh, well, of course, there was a stretch where I was, you know, having some highlights. I beat very nicely Gukesh and Magnus as well. And then I missed opportunities. I think quite interestingly, against Arjun, I had a huge advantage with king f1. Actually, I'm winning at some point with the move king f1, and today with the move queen f1. So I should pay more attention to the f1 square in the future games. But other than that, yeah, I mean, for me, it's normal. Like I often try to create opportunities and take a very heavy load upon myself with my prep. And then often you get the opportunities, but sort of the mess that I create is sometimes slightly beyond me, and then it's difficult to capitalize on it. I'm not surprised. Like I've had tournaments where I'm missing chances every day, which is normal. But these are difficult things, and I don't feel too bad. I think my level was okay. I just think these are very difficult things. Both in game against Arjun and today also. Like it's very hard for a human to see beyond certain point. Like you sort of cut off the variation at some point because of the way it looks. But then when you continue thinking, you realize that, you know, the position unfolds itself, and like the way it is after queen f1, like the position is very ugly now, but 2 moves later it will turn around. And yeah, sometimes, yeah, you know, you have to dig a little deeper, but it's not easy.
Very interesting insights. Of course, still 5 rounds to go. You are 1 point behind Abdusattorov. This tournament situation, will it change the way you approach game, or is it just game by game? And of course, you still have the game against Nordebek.
Well, of course, I'm trying to play good chess every day, so I'm not sure if it. Well, maybe it impacts a little, like some opening choices sometimes, but they're also impacted by other things, not only the result and the tournament standing. But I think many interesting rounds ahead after the rest day. I have 2 black games against very strong, experienced players, and then at some point I played Nordebek indeed, and yeah, some fun players at the finish as well. I think it can still go either way. We played a lot of rounds. It felt like we got really far, but still 5 rounds ahead, which is quite remarkable. And yeah, it's a special tournament, of course.
Thankfully, also 2 rest days still ahead. Tomorrow's, do you have any plans?
I think it's a good moment to rest, especially the second rest day. It's the time to rest. It's very tempting to prepare because you are in the loop, of the preparation every day, and you think, okay, there's extra time to prepare. Let's jump on it and use it. But I think much more important is also to take some rest.
Fantastic. Well, enjoy the rest day, and best of luck for after that.
Thank you.